Welcome to EDC's Week in Review, your February 9th edition. Here are the top stories. Shasta man arrested for threats against Placerville youth. A 19-year-old Shasta County man was arrested for sending threatening images and videos to juveniles at a Placerville youth shelter, including one showing him holding firearms and threatening sexual assault. Ryan Byers was arrested in Shasta County on charges including criminal threats and stalking, and detectives seized firearms matching those in his online threats. The investigation started after police were called to the shelter on January 13th. Byers is being held on a $150,000 bail in Shasta County Jail. Raley's announces layoffs amid industry downturn. The Raley's grocery chain has laid off 47 corporate employees and left 38 other positions unfilled, following a 4 to 5% downturn in California's grocery industry. 25 affected staff have been offered alternate store roles. Company spokesperson Chelsea Caberhall said Raley's is addressing macroeconomic challenges in the grocery sector, and despite the contraction, Raley's market share continues to grow. Folsom County votes to support Placerville Railroad's license. The Folsom City Council has voted to support renewing the 7-year operation license for the Placerville and Sacramento Valley Railroad's excursion trains, directing staff to work with them on PVSRR President Jim Harville, directing staff to work with them on issues around the White Rock Road crossing. Nonprofit PVSRR President Jim Harville said the vote will help the Joint Powers Authority craft the actual license, which expired in December. Public can now comment on controversial Clay Street project. The environmental review process has restarted for replacing Placerville's crumbling 96-year-old Clay Street Bridge with a revised plan including a shifted 4-way intersection bisecting the Ivy House parking lot. The 360-page report lays out the plan along with 3 alternatives: do nothing, replace bridge only, or add a roundabout. But a 2014 law requires voter approval for any roundabout. Comments are open until March 12th. AT&T seeks to end landline service despite protests. AT&T filed an application to end its landline obligations in California, claiming maintaining copper networks alongside fiber and wireless is wasteful, but over 2,300 public comments opposed, dropping 5,800,000 customers, many of those in the rural areas of our county. If approved, AT&T would not cut services immediately, though rural customers protesting the potential loss of emergency access and unreliable alternatives await a CPUC decision in September. Tow truck plunges off of Highway 193. A TowPro tow truck veered off Highway 193 near Rock Creek Road early Thursday, plunging 200 feet down a canyon and closing the highway for 4 hours during extraction efforts. The driver was hospitalized and circumstances remain unclear, but the incident prompted a major response from authorities to manage the scene and traffic impacts before reopening the road. Jenkinson Lake hits full capacity. Jenkinson Lake reached 100% capacity on February 7th, marking 41,033 acre-feet of water storage that gives the Dorado Irrigation District a head start on supply ahead of 2025 in case of drought. As the county's largest reservoir and main water source for Sly Park, the milestone demonstrates the area's water security. Ballots mailed out for March presidential primary. Ballots for the March 5th presidential primary have been mailed out to El Dorado County voters along with voter guides. Early voting at county election headquarters starts February 5th. Voters can track their mailed ballots, find ballot drop boxes, and vote centers online, and are reminded to sign their ballot return envelopes for the votes to count. This has been EDC's Week in Review, your February 9th edition. Thank you for tuning in, and always, if you like our content, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. And if you want to learn more about these stories, please see the show notes.